Hello, my name is Shadley. Welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Finland. In previous episode, we got kind of pulled into a war against, well, quite a few nations, including Austria and USA, which unfortunately cost us one of our support for independences. We're still gaining a little bit of liberty side though, and I think we are, well, at least we're slowly reducing the prestige difference, which is very handy. And the economic dependence is still pretty bad though. And I suppose it's actually gotten worse because we've had to import more and more grain from Russia. So that's not exactly ideal. We did manage to unlock the steamboats now. And we're producing them a little bit, and I think there is a decent demand in the Russian market. It's currently mostly supported by trade centers though. We've got a little bit of shortage of sulfur though. Oh, yeah, we do. Oh. Okay, so Austria got out of the war. So I guess that just leaves two Sicilies and, well, technically speaking, on the enemy side there's Papal States, Tuscany, Liberia and USA. On the other side there's still France and of course Russia and, well, the various subject nations of those two. Including us, of course. We're not really... Oh, right, we can support another interest. Right, where did we have? Oh, we need to get the Congo one back. Right, then we got the one in North Germany. But yeah, we might want to, just to be on the safe side, increase our navy size just a tiny bit. Get another naval base at our capital. Now, I'm pretty sure that we have... Yeah, we got a little bit peasant there, not a whole lot though. That is going to cost us quite a bit, but luckily that is going to be very quick to build. All things considered. And in the private sector, they're currently building a shipyard, a furniture manufactory, they're building another trade center, and then they'll build a cotton plantation as well. Which does mean even more money for the premium fabrics over here, which is fairly... yeah, they got a decent bit of money. They got over 400,000 cash reserves. It's actually not bad. But we do have investment pools for 33 million right now. We're not still even using most of it. But at least we're getting some of the money back now, I hope. Yeah, slowly. And getting that extra flotilla over there will at least make sure we can always manage 3 interests, if I'm not mistaken. Because yeah, now we get +1 from the naval power projection, 1 from tech, and 1 from begin minor power. So it's not huge. It works. Hey, there we go. And we're currently trying to pass the right of assembly, which does have a lot of support, not a whole lot of opposition for it. And France has decided to pull out of the war. Alright then, so now it's just... Oh, right, let's see. Enforced investment rights. USA on who? Two Sicilies, okay. And then investment rights on Saudi Piedmont for Russia. And then 2 Sicilies get the Italian leadership. Fair enough, path liberalism completed, there we go. And freedom, equality and brotherhood. Doubtless under the leadership of Emmanuel... has ushered in an era of liberal politics that promises a freer society where all citizens have a part in the political process. Oh, premature and through thought? Oh, right, that's probably going to be, yeah, that's regardless of what we choose. So, that particular... that's the leader of the... Oh, he's got very bad popularity. I suppose we could switch that a little bit. That could be alright. Or he becomes a... Oh, no, that's someone else that becomes a radical. Or... someone becomes a reformer. Who are these people? Okay, so one of them is the trade unionists. But there's one that I don't know. I'm just going to increase the popularity of the industrialists, though. I think that's going to be alright. So we've got several buildings being built right now by the private sector. We've got some explosive shortage. I suppose we've still got some shortage of sulfur right now, I reckon. A little bit of paper as well, which is not ideal. But is there anything... So there's a cotton plantation. So yeah, we're slowly increasing our GDP. We've got almost 10 million now, which is not too bad. Of course, if we have a look at the comparison between us and the Russians, it is... Oh, the economic dependence is increasing even further. That's not good. Oh, because we're importing even more from them. Oh, bloody hell. Well, first of all, I think what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that all the farms that we have are using the soil enriching farming, which they already are. Okay. So this is not necessarily enough. Oh, actually, the millet farm could get a... Actually, where is that millet farm? Is that down in Africa? Or down in Niger Delta? I believe it is. Yeah. It's got plenty of workers already. I don't think that's going to actually get much more. Even if we try, it's there's already some unemployment in there, so I don't really want to feed further into that right now. That obligation to USA expired. Right, how bad is our relation with USA currently? Actually, not too bad. Could I draft another treaty for support? Oh, I could get their support independence. If I owe an obligation, then maybe give a tiny bit of money. Oh, wait, no, it's going to require a lot of money, isn't it? Unfortunately, I don't think we can get that quite yet then. Because even if we get it above 0, then it's still going to be only a small chance for it. So no, that's going to have to wait. But in theory, we do have good relations with them still. What about Austria? Do you still have a treaty with... Oh, no, you don't. Okay. Would you be willing to support independence? No, unfortunately not. You don't really like me. I could probably try to improve relations with you, though. Yeah, there we go. They're domineering towards me, which is not ideal, but if we get some better relations with them, then maybe we can turn them into a potential ally for, you know, getting independence sooner or later. Right, so it's another shipyard being built. Is that actually doing the, Oh, that's the clippers. I think we're going to go ahead and start building some steamboats over here as well. So that's going to, hopefully, start providing plenty. If we have a look at the Russian market, there is actually... Oh, actually, the shipyards are now producing more than enough, which does mean that we could probably start switching some of the fishing wharves to use the steam trawlers as well. That's going to increase the amount of food availability locally, which might reduce the amount of grain that we need to import. Maybe not a whole lot, but I'm sure that is still going to be somewhat handy. And how is the shipyard up here in Oulu doing? So that's producing already. Oh, it's actually producing slightly less now. But I think we're going to go ahead and just actually, it's probably easier to just do it through the building menu. So let's find the... Oh, silk plantation. Hold on a minute. Is this something... Oh, we own some of those in Moldova, I think. Right. Well, some of our companies own them. But yeah, so shipyards, I'm going to start... Maybe not upgrade all of them. Actually, yeah, we might want to keep one of them providing clippers for a little while. So that way we can get the... Oh, no. That's the shipyards. We wanted to switch the fishing wharves with the steam trawlers. It might not be enough population to work with them yet, but I suspect that will still be slight profit. I mean, we're making a bit of money right now, despite paying, how about £15,000 a week for Russian? Okay, so that's not great. We're building another lead mine as well, which actually, that's right in the capital. That could actually be quite handy. Northern Speech Capital Republic. We can either increase the popularity of the petty bourgeoisie, or we'll just get the 15% boost there, so that's now 75%. There's no opposition for the law, which is very nice. And that is, yeah, it's either going to be advancement or, you know, success for the next role. Getting another iron mine. Is that... Oh, that's Russians building that, is it? Yes, they are. Government construction at that, okay. Well, they're taking a bit more construction in their own hands, I suppose. It does mean that our economic entanglement might get a little bit worse again, in terms of how much of our GDP they own. But I suppose that's still going to be increasing our total GDP and all that, so it's not necessarily all bad. Oh, Russia doesn't have the treaty with Russians anymore. Wait, no, I think they actually do. Let me double check. Oh yeah, no, they do have a defensive pact with Russia still. Let's have a look at Russia then. So it's just Prussia that you got that. You got the treaty with Saudi Arabia to invest in their nation. But that's about it. The relation with Austria are already cordial. I'm going to assume that they still don't know. They still would give us the time of day. Oh, building another silk plantation, actually. Well. And a cotton plantation. So Moldavia is getting a whole lot of investments from us. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. They've still got plenty of peasants there. Oh, Austria... Okay, never mind. Austria really hates us then. There's a whole lot of ammunition shortage in the Russian market. But there we go. Our GDP is already over 10 million. How does it compare to the Russian? I think they still got about 50 or something. 51.8. So it's still a bit more than 5 times our GDP. Not ideal. Not ideal. We're starting to have a lot of issues with the population, though. I suppose once we pass this law, we might try to get the no migration controls laws. Petty bourgeoisie would hate that. Which might actually cause a lot of... yeah, that might not be great for our money, actually. But we would then be able to get some more immigrants from elsewhere, because there's a lot of jobs available in our nation. So we can just get some more people moving in, that's totally fine. Of course, we can try to also get the citizenship to be a bit more relaxed, like just go with the racial segregation, which would already maybe help a little bit. There is a decent bit of support for it, like 25%. Petty Borders would kind of oppose that, but it's not too bad. So I think we would be able to pass that, I reckon. Once we've actually passed the right of assembly, though, that's still something that needs to happen. There we go. So the standard of living is a good 13.8 already. We are in the top 20 on the average standard of living, so that's actually pretty good. In terms of GDP, we are in the top 30, which is not great, and we are not all that high. I mean, with 34 in terms of literacy. I mean, it's slowly climbing up, but it's kind of reaching a bit of a limit here. There we go. We passed the law. So that does cost us a little bit of authority, I reckon. Actually, let's wait for a moment. Oh, no. Okay. We've still got some authority. We can put in another taxation over here. Luxury furniture it is. So we can start paying off some of the loans. And then let's go ahead and... I think we might want to... Oh, no, we can't go for the racial segregation yet. There's no support for it. Oh, never mind. Migration controls. We could go for no migration controls. Although, again, Petty Portrait would hate that. There would be a lot more opposition for that. So perhaps not quite yet that. What else do we have then? We try to go for the private health insurance, which might help a little bit. It would reduce the bureaucracy cost of the health system, and would give us a +2 for the max level. It would increase the Petty Porter's political strength, and standard of living for upper strata. The pollution impact would be the same. Mortality would be dependent on the wealth. Now, we've got a decent wealth overall, so it could be okay. Let's have a look at the schools, though. We could try to get... Ooh, private schools. Although we could actually just go for the public schooling. You know what? Sure. We'll go for that. Increase the education a little bit so we can get the tech spreading faster. So right now, we're currently researching the ironclads. They're still going to take close to 3 years. Now, we're getting socialism in the society. That's what's spreading to us. In the military, we're getting the floating harbor. And then we've got the rubber mastication in production. And that's going to be very handy, actually, because that means that we can then start doing some rubber plantations in Africa, or the colonies that we have in Africa. Oh, we're having a bit of authority issues. Okay, so it took a little while to update everything. Okay. I think we're going to just remove that consumption tax then, for the clothing. We're still making some money at least, so we can start paying off some of the loans. Oh, we're building 2 food factories right now. Oh, okay, it's the companies are building a whole lot of things right now, which I suppose does bring us a bit more money. We've got GDP of 10.4 million already, so that is still steadily increasing. And our limited supply is also still steadily growing. Unfortunately, the economic dependence is still getting worse for us. I suppose at least in terms of GDP, we're staying on a steady footing there. We're still good relation with the Prussians, I'm pretty sure. The Austrians we can't do much about. Ottomans, we could maybe try to improve a little bit. Oh, actually, no, we can't. I think we still got the treaty with them, I think. Plus the money transfer in there, which is costing us a lot, but it's potentially... Well, it's one of those things that is keeping us actually gaining Liberty Desire, which means that we might be able to get to the level 3, or the high Liberty Desire, and maybe we'll be able to increase autonomy. They probably wouldn't accept it yet, but perhaps we can get some more support from elsewhere. Still got a little bit extra bureaucracy as well. Now, we have... well, it's still going to take about almost 2 years to get the section over here, but if we have a look at the militaries, we can see that there's only 3 coastal provinces in this state. So if we can get those, we can control the coastline, and no one else can actually start colonizing Luango. Or is this... Well, technically speaking, it's the Congo. But yeah, so that's hopefully something that we're going to hold on to. And then we can maybe do a bit of war over here in Congo proper and get some more people and a lot of resources from there, actually. Basic resources mostly, but still, it's better than nothing. Right, we're passing a law. Oh, right, so we've got the state religion, we're getting the public schools. That's going to be good extra teachers. Parents who are experienced teaching children at home are offering to assist as teachers in rural areas to facilitate the new public school system. Must not let this distract from other work. So that's 14% success chance. And... Oh, right, okay. Literary is already decent. Or... It's fortunate we already have educated people. Plantation agriculture throughput would go down. I think we're just going to go ahead and get the small increase in there. That'll still probably be fine. We're getting the food industry in Oulu already. That's going to be, well, soon. That's going to provide a bit more food in there. I mean, we are almost in the top 3 in terms of grocery production. Oh, actually, we are in top 3. No, it's luxury furniture within top 3. Okay. But that is a bit of prestige, which does then translate into potentially more liberty desire. We still need to get to below 9 times prestige difference to reduce the modifier even further. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. We can't request market access yet. But that... Oh, actually, we're about a month away. Oh, British colonizer Niger Delta completed. Okay. So Niger Delta has been fully colonized. I wonder if there's someone moving in here now as well soon enough. There might be. Maybe not quite yet, but sooner or later there will. I'm hoping that we can get at least a little bit of area in here. So right now we only got a... We've got 1 coal mine in here, which is not fully profitable, unfortunately. Could maybe put in the steam donkey to reduce the labor need in here. And that way we can... Well, we've still only got some peasants in here. There's not a whole lot of work, and I suppose the overall standard of living is not great. But it could be worse. And we'll be getting, hopefully, at least a second set of land over here. At least I'm hoping so. I'm not entirely sure, though, but... there's a chance for it. Let's put it that way. Well, there we go. Now we're getting... Oh! It's actually in... Vangishari. Oh, they're going inland. Oh, yeah, the colonizers from... down here, which is Equatoria. So they're now going westward over there. I suppose they'll probably try to... Oh, right, there's a decent Dutch colony over here, which is kind of blocking the French colony from expanding further south right now. Interesting, interesting. Well, is the private sector building... Oh, right, someone got a start from France. So livestock ranch, cotton plantation, and another livestock ranch by the premium fabrics, and then the food industry is building another, or the food company, or corporation, I don't remember the exact name actually. Oh yeah, it's the food corporation, right. So that's building another food industry capital. Are we still in the, oh, we got more prestige. Oh yeah, there we go. We're number 2 producer of luxury furniture, and number 3 in groceries. So now we're getting a lot more prestige, which might actually translate into faster... Oh yeah, there we go. It's only 8.4 times prestige that the Russians have now on us. So that's good. So we're still getting at least some liberty desire. It's not a huge amount, but it does still help. And then the economic dependence... Oh, that's getting worse and worse. Although the amount of GDP that they own is getting less. But we're probably still buying... Let's actually have a look. What is it that we're buying? Is it still just a whole lot of grain here? And wood. We need to get more population to work our farms, so we're going to get maybe a bit more grain production, but that's kind of a problem right now. And there's just not a whole lot of support for the laws yet, but I suppose once we get the schooling, that's going to be slightly better. We can increase the education levels even further. And we might also need to bring in some, or build up some government administration buildings as well. We don't actually need a whole lot, but like 1 or 2 would be giving us enough to go on for a good while again. Getting another trade center in Moldavia, alright then. How much is the... Oh yeah, that's got quite a good productivity. Is the 17th most productive company in the world? Whereas, oh, our food corporation is the number 1 company in the world. Well, they do produce a whole lot of food, that's for sure. And the groceries are just... There is a huge demand for it. Ottoman attitude improved. Oh, very nice. I do actually wonder, Russia, oh not Russia, Prussia, how's our relations with you? It's not too bad. If I give you obligation, would you be willing to give me some money? Let's go for like, I don't know, maybe not that much. That's also too much. There's a 50% chance. I'll take it. Declined. Okay. That's alright. Oh, there we go. We've got socialism. So that unlocks the Council of Public Law, unlocks the collectivized agriculture, and unlocks graduated taxation. That's going to be pretty good if we can pass that. And unlocks the Communist Party, which is probably going to forming up for the next election. Oh, right, and Russia. We should be able to request market control again, which will increase our liberty desire above the limit to get to the high liberty desire. It might then mean that we're actually... No, we're actually still gaining. Ooh. Oh, because it also reduced the relations. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, so it's still increasing. We could try to increase the autonomy. Let's actually see. Also, if we request this, if they decline, it reduces relations even further, increase my liber desire even further. They would not accept that. Right, they denied that, so now we've got liber desire of 94. So we could, in theory... Oh, do we need to get another interest back in... Oh, no, we got the... Oh, right, the Niger is no longer something that we need to worry about. Okay, oh, China's having a bit of an issue there. We'll have a look at that in a moment. We could put in the interest back at Dixie, just in case. Actually, no. What we're going to do is, instead of Dixie, we're going to go for England, because we're importing so much coal from there, we can maybe improve the efficiency of our import operations there by having the interest in England. Because, yeah, if we have a look at the coal situation in our market, we're about 91% dependent on the... Well, basically just the British, really. Importing 1,900 coal from them alone. There's a few others that we might be importing from, but yeah, that is a huge amount. Actually, no, it's just from Britain that we're importing from. And we are doing quite a bit of the importing ourselves as well. If we have a look at our trade center, for example, our capital over here, they do import 147 from Britain. And the trade advantage is minus 38%, which is not ideal. But we might be able to improve that slightly once we get the interest in there. Oh, they're still declining there. Hold on a bit. Don't know how. Right. Oh, Russia stopped improving relations right now. Oh. Yeah, relations are pretty bad. I mean, I can't really reduce my relations even further. Although... Oh, if I expel diplomats... Oh, I could create the... increase autonomy or independence, for that matter. Who would we get supporting us? Let's see. So it would be Ottoman, Sweden, Confederates, and us versus Russia, New South Wales, Baltic Governorates, Moldavia, Russian America. Prussia would probably join on the Russian side. USA would probably not join on either side. Because they got a... Oh, so we might want to wait for a little while. Because if we can get USA to join on our side... Denmark is a subject, or it is within the power block, so they can't join against Russia. No, we need stronger support. Now, I do wonder, actually, Britain. Would you be willing to support our independence? Not currently, no. Not even nearly. I know that Prussia would not. France would also not do that. And USA we probably won't be able to get to support our independence. I mean, we can try, but we would have to pay a lot of money or something like that to get them actually to support us. How much of an army do they actually have? It's a little bit. If I could get both USA and the Confederates to support us, that would be a decent bit. It would be a costly war, but that could be handy. Now, I do wonder, what about the increase the thingamajig? Increase autonomy. They will still not accept that. Yeah, we don't have enough support yet. Oppressor and oppressed. As our industries have grown more and more crucial to the future of the Finnish nation, so too has the working class. Disparate workers' movements have begun to unite under a call for socialism. Alright then. Oh. Right, we could potentially be on a communist, I guess. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff being built in the Baltic Governorates, actually. We will own so much of the industry in there. Right, England interest activated. Let's have a look. Would you be willing to... Or more... No, you're still not willing to give us the support. So I'm hoping that that is actually at least somewhat affecting the import. No, not really. Well, the advantage that we might have. But no, unfortunately that's not the case. So of the population, we got about 74... Oh, Bremen's improving relation. About 74% are Finns. There's about 14.5% Swedes. There's we've got 5% Igbo, which are in Africa, and then the various other Africans. There's 12,000 Sami, and about almost 4,000 Karelians. A bit more than 1,000 Russians. So we've got still a little bit of various minorities in here, of course. Oh, public schools. We might get that to the voting soon. Seemingly going fairly nicely, and we're making a bit more money now. I suppose the GDP has been improving, so the minting has been slightly improving as well. The art of doing nothing. The industrialists and rural folk would get a bit of pop attraction. We get plus 10%. You know what? Sure. That's fine. Now it's 77%. So that should keep us going for a while. Oh, raising concerns. Okay, we ought to lose pop interest from armed forces. And they would lose 1 approval. They would still be above 10 though. Although I suppose it needs to be above 8 to actually give us the patriotic fervor still. Or it needs to be addressed, so industrialists would lose a bit of support. Or approval, and armed forces would gain some. I suppose it, you know what, yeah, we'll take that one. We'll keep it somewhat nice. And in 1 week we'll have yet another food industry and a cotton plantation. Although the cotton plantation is in Moldavia, so we won't have that in our nation directly. Building some ports as well, by the looks of it. So that's kind of handy. And a railway. Oh. Now, how is the population increasing? It's about 2.4 million. It's about 38,000 a year that it increases, which probably translates to, I don't know, 9,500 workers or so. That's actually a thing. Maybe we should try to get the rights of women up a little bit. Now, right now, of course, we don't really have support for the law. So that probably would not go through quite yet. Oh, there we go, 78% already support for the public schools. So I'm pretty sure that that will probably move forward very shortly. Oh, we've got standard of living at 14. It's increasing quite nicely. GDP is at 106. And yeah, it is Liberty side is still slowly increasing, which is quite nice. So we now at least have opportunity to declare war for independence. Once especially we have the support for it. Now, we might need to wait for a while for support from America, among other things. I don't suppose... Right, so Austria does not want to support us. What about the Dutch? No. That's over... Well, minus 500 in there. Another minus 500 with Britain. Denmark, I don't think we're going to get support from them. Spain? Nope. So the easiest to check is who does Russia have bad relations with? British Raj. You can't support, well, you are a subject nation yourself. Oh, right, so there's, who's Jing fighting? Oh, it's against Britain. Oh. What's this war about? Oh, Prussia is helping Britain, actually, on this. So open Jing market, transfer Korea as a subject, and enforce investment rights for Russia in Jing. Okay. Yeah, that seems like, oh, yeah, they're taking a lot of land from Jing already. Taking like Western Tibet and part of Xinjiang. Or Kashmir. Oh, Kashmir. Yeah, no, they've definitely increased the in size over here. And China's not doing too good. Let's put it that way. We're getting some ports. Another food industry is underway. I'm guessing the food industries are still... Oh, there we go, low process of voting. Food industries are still probably the... Or the food corporation is the most profitable... Oh, now it's number 2 in the world. Who's the number 1, I wonder? Let's see, globally. So I suppose profit-wise, Volgo One and Co. is the biggest, but that's got a whole lot of stuff. I don't know if this is the profitability, though. I mean, that's the total profit, but they own so many buildings. But even by a raw profit, how far are we actually on the list here? Not that high. Down here, it's 16.9 thousand pounds a week, which is, I'm assuming that's a weekly. It's a decent amount, but I suppose it could be better. But yeah, so we don't actually currently, as far as I know, get the full-on benefit from this. Yeah, we don't get the birth rate yet. But the profits that it is making is not too bad, but I do see that we are actually out of time with this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.